Samsung is also trying to push forward by introducing the ability to display HDR content on a mobile device. The idea here is to stream content that really pops, and they will be partnering with Amazon to provide this streamed HDR content. They're essentially doing this with their MDNIE chip, the Mobile Digital Natural Image Engine chip, which they've had for as long as I can remember. It essentially controls how the display looks. It can apply your calibration profiles like the basic mode, adaptive display mode. It tweaks how the image looks. So this chip is going to be handling the HDR content, and we'll see if it looks any good. I can't say anything yet. I'm hopeful. Now let's move on to talking about the user interface and user experience. We have Android 6.0.1, so this is not Nougat. As far as when we will see Nougat, your guess is as good as mine. It's going to depend on your carrier especially. Samsung made a big deal about the refined user experience, talking about softened colors, and also they've made their icons uniformly rounded. And I have to say that I think that it looks quite nice. I think that TouchWiz is becoming less obtrusive than ever. I really like that they made the toggle shade more useful, so right underneath the shade, I don't have to leave it. I've got more access to settings than we've ever got before, so I can play around with the blue light filter and I can change the temperature, all without leaving this toggle shade. On any of these options that you see a little caret, you can pull up more options. So underneath flashlight, you can even control the brightness. It's really a clean step in the right direction. Even settings looks cleaner and less annoying than I've seen it previously. They have flattened the interface. They've gotten rid of those annoying colored circles, and instead you've got sort of softer looking colored icons, and I'm not minding those as much. It's not a huge vomit on AOSP like it used to be. They've even continued this simplified user interface underneath the camera, so now to switch between cameras to front and back, all you have to do is swipe. I think that's very intuitive, very simple. Less buttons is always better. Also, you can swipe to get to various filters. You don't have to push buttons for that anymore. Swipe again and you can get to your different camera modes. So I think this is brilliant. I think this is the most simple camera that they've had so far. If you're curious about the Pro mode, it looks just like it did on the Galaxy S6. You've got autofocus, white balance, you can choose your filters, exposure compensation, up to 10-second exposure time, and also you've got your control for the ISO as well. The only new setting that I was able to point out underneath camera is called shape correction. So if you take a selfie, for example, or there's some lens distortion, it's supposed to help fix your face.